else stood out as interesting during Big Ten Media Days, Ross?
There's a little. So this was interesting. This is the first day. Illinois was there, and Wisconsin were there on the first day. So you had Brett Bielema of Illinois and Luke Fickell of Wisconsin. Of course, Bielema, formerly coached for a while at Wisconsin, had a lot of success there. And they played last season. You guys may remember Wisconsin won late because of an eligible receiver. I believe there was something happened where an eligible receiver played or caught the ball for Wisconsin, and it wasn't called. The refs missed it, and in Wisconsin won like on the play or on the drive. And Brett Bielema has not forgotten about this. There was a good column actually written, I think, either by a Wisconsin media member or Illinois, I can't remember, but he interviewed both of them, and I was there for some of it, some of the comments. But Brett Bielema apparently is not real chatty with Luke Fickell and those at Wisconsin. So that was interesting, that whole dynamic. He hasn't forgotten about the illegal receiver and eligible receiver situation that Wisconsin kind of used to pull one over, so to speak. So that was interesting, Dan, and those two teams, I believe they play this year again.
They actually do not. I'm looking at Wisconsin.
They don't play?
No, I'm looking at Wisconsin's schedule now, which is Wisconsin's schedule's really interesting though, because they host Alabama, they're at USC. They got Penn State, they're at Iowa, and they play Oregon. So it's a whopper. But I think super interesting there. Phil Longo, second-year OC, who didn't seem like a great mesh with Luke Fickell's overall scheme last year, but it might have just been, hey, let's get in and get our feet underneath us, and now we'll go forward. They got another rent-a-QB. They got Tyler Van Dyke from Miami. And we'll see if they can meld a kind of, spread, throw it around offense with the Wisconsin ethos of ground and pound. See if they can figure out a way to do that. By the way, the expectations for Wisconsin last year they were favored in 11 out of 12 games and went 7-6. 11 out of 13 with the bowl game. They were not favored there. But I would imagine they're going to maybe have a chance to sneak up on a few more teams this year than they did last year.
Indiana's new coach, Curt Cignetti.
Yeah.
He's drumming up interest. He's fired up for it. Just came in from James Madison, where he did a great job. Did you get some time listening to him, and what did he say?
Yeah, he doesn't mind dropping some curse words, does he? On the main podium and around the facility a little bit. Yeah,
I was startled and scared and offended, but
clutch your pearls.
It's a little
man.
much
Did
for
you
me.
clutch the pearls?
Yeah.
No, Cignetti, a little different vibe. Yeah, you get a little different vibe from him than a lot of other coaches. And he's got. I tell you what, man, you talk like that though. It's one of those things. You gotta. Your expectation level, you got to back it up, right? You got to back it up. So it'd be interesting to see that how that will happen.
I have to report some breaking news here. Mr. Bill Hancock just walked into the Sports Illustrated office.
Oh, look at there.
Yes, college
Mr.
football
Hancock.
dignitary Bill Hancock.
Yeah.
We're taping the podcast right now, Bill. I'm telling you. So,
Bill does not miss an Olympics.
There's some college football happening here.
That is true.
In Paris.
I did talk to Bill about some college football in the USA Olympic Committee offices, USO Olympic and Paralympic Committee offices. So
there you go.
Ask Bill what will happen when Notre Dame is ranked number 1 in their 5th seed. Let's see what he says about that.
Yeah, throw that out. There it is.
No longer Bill's problem. No longer Bill's problem.
That's right.
Yeah,
You're right. You're right on that.
He said he should have retired 5 years ago, but we're happy. So one of Cignetti's big moments last year was when he went in front of everyone at the Indiana basketball game and said, I don't plan on taking a backseat to anyone. And then said Purdue sucks, but so does Michigan and Ohio State. Bold words from an Indiana football coach. Factually correct? I don't know. That'd be his own thing. Purdue now has the world's smallest drum. I don't know if you saw that. They have a professor who created the smallest drum in the world. That is official.
That is.
I don't think
there's
you can.
Nothing in Korea that can.
No, I don't. I've not seen anybody say they got a smaller drum. South Korea has a bigger drum, but they don't have a smaller one. And I don't think you really suck if you can make a real small drum. I think that is a skill that demonstrably makes sure you don't suck. But he was asked about this, and he said, you get to 62, 63, you lose your filter bit, right? And when you're used to success, you've been on campus all day, you detect some things you don't like, it gets under your skin. We're in the entertainment business. It's coaching, but it's entertainment. I remember Jim Tressel, when he went to Ohio State, he said something about beating Michigan. I just got ramped up a little bit, I guess. You got 17,000 people in the basketball arena. I got excited. The first part was easy, but I stopped there and we set the bar at 6-6. We're going after these two. We want to be the best. Love it. Let's go.
Yeah. No. I'm glad he acknowledged maybe perhaps overstating things to begin with. But yeah, why not think big, talk big? I mean, he's not the first guy to do it at Indiana. None of the other guys actually could do it, but they're not the first guy to talk it. Remember, Kevin, the former coach that we had on the radio show back in the day.
Kevin Allen?
Kevin, yeah. Kevin Allen. Yeah. And he was a little chesty that we weren't taking some of his big talk too seriously. And then they have these periods of bursts of optimism followed by crushing reality. But give Kirk a chance to cook and see what he can come up with.
By the way, did we all catch Deshaun Foster's introduction at Big Ten Media Day?
Yeah, I don't think he was quite ready for an opening statement.
Yeah, I don't think so. But he later on he made light of it and it said some things like, "Oh, I'm sure I'm going to be like famous on Twitter now." Yeah, he was famous in one way.
I think he's doing all right. He's getting a few recruits. I don't know. I still got faith in him.